Hello, Missoula. Thank you, Asaph. What was that?
That's the theme to the movie The Titanic.
Nice. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm your host, Noelle McFoy.
I am also your host, Scott Ramph.
And welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I hope you all had a great weekend. It is Monday morning, and we've got a great show for you. We have a lot of new programming today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Next 2 days, we have a whole buttload of programming.
Oh, do we? Yeah. So you got events, a lot of new programming. The Dude in 72 contest was last week, and so we've got videos from that.
We're going to show a little tease of that stuff, of what you guys can check out this weekend. This weekend, Saturday, is the Dude in 72 competition. It's going to be playing at the Roxy Theater at 7 p.m., and it's completely free for everyone to attend.
Perfect. What time?
7 o'clock.
Oh,
7 p.m.
7
this Saturday at the Roxy Theater. Point.
Be there.
Be there. Yep.
Cool.
But let's talk a little bit about weather before we go.
Oh, that
move
sounds
on.
great. Yeah, I love the weather.
Yep.
Awesome.
Let's take a look at our Higgins web cam just on the corner of our building on Spruce and Higgins.
It's pretty fun.
Yep. There's the We Buy Anything store. There's Iron Horse to the left.
Cool. There's that black car right there.
Yeah, there's a nice.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, last week was a little nicer, but now like the leaves are starting to die off.
Everything's just dying off.
Enjoy the foliage. Enjoy the foliage, as I call it.
It's getting pretty traumatic out there.
Yeah.
Everything is just dying off, even the foliage.
Foliage. Even though that's not the right word for it, but still, I like saying it that way.
I do too. I'm glad that you say it that way. That's nice.
But if we take a look at our 7-day forecast, it is currently 33 degrees Fahrenheit, 1 degree Celsius. So if you can see your breath, yeah, it's possible.
Nice, yeah. It's going to be a high of 72 today, so we still have that nice weather as we did over the weekend. Yesterday was beautiful. Did you go out and do anything yesterday?
Yeah.
I did. I just cleaned my house, but it was awesome.
It was a great day to clean your house.
Yeah. Oh, it was a beautiful day yesterday.
It wasn't too hot. You woke up or sweat cleaning your house. You open the window or get a nice breeze in. Today you're going to have a lot like that, except there's a chance of rain tonight. And Tuesday, 90% chance of rain, which is good for me because I'm working pretty much all day Tuesday.
Oh, are you? Yeah.
So it's going to rain all day. And then Wednesday is supposed to be partly sunny. Wednesday's raining. And hopefully by the weekend it'll clear up. But from what you see on the 7-day forecast, it looks like a whole bunch of rain, and you can see cars, lights.
Getting a little colder too. So now it's fall, but we're almost done with October. So it's expected. We just don't have snow yet, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Wake Up Missoula a little bit. You can find us find out all about us on our website at mcat.org. You can go into our Facebook page. You can follow us on Twitter. I hashtag Facebook Fridays if you want to check out which videos have our flagship. Flagship Fridays. Hashtag flagship Fridays, and it shows all the videos that MCAT does with after-school programs and teaches kids how to make movies.
Awesome. Yeah, those videos are so funny. There's some clever kids. The ones from Friday was pretty funny.
They only get better as the year goes on.
Yeah.
Like, it's always like rough the first couple weeks. They're just like, I don't know how this is gonna look. And they have to review every little shot we just took. It's like, oh, can I see that shot that you just took? It's like, no, let's just move on.
Come on. Yeah.
So again, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can find out more information at mcat.org. You can even be on our show by emailing us at mcat.org, asking to be on our morning show. You don't have to say Wake Up Missoula because we're the only morning show in
You'd be fine.
MCAT. So it's great. You can also call us at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542-MCAT.
Yeah.
Yep, and I want to talk about the roads report too, because it's people want to know where they can drive. You can access it if you go onto the City of Missoula website, which is www.ci.missoula.mt.us. So it's City, Missoula, Montana, US. So, and you can scroll on down here. You click on the roads report, and you can have give you a weekly roads report, and it's pretty much Cedar Street, Hawthorne to Broadway. It's closed to through traffic for curb and sidewalk installation. Hillview Way through Clearview Way to Alliance. That's Hillview Way. That's the street, and from Clearview Way to Alliance Way, Mountain Water is looking to put a major water main construction project, and that should continue until the 23rd. So it should be pretty much done this week. Lower Grant Creek Road. Intermediate traffic delays from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. for construction of bicycle pedestrian lane. Watch for traffic control and flagger crews. South Avenue, reserved to Old Fort Road. South Avenue will be reduced to 2 lanes for the installation of a water main.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
awesome.
There's a lot of water mains. 34th and 35th Street intersection, a curb and sidewalk improvement project began October 3rd. This work should take 6 weeks.
Oh, man.
So by November, past elections, you'll be fine. And speaking of elections, there's elections are coming up.
November
and if you haven't
4th,
gotten your mail-in
voting
ballot,
day.
you can still get your absentee ballots anytime.
Need to do that. Sweet.
But yeah, check it out. Elections are coming up. There's a lot of great
things happening with elections.
Politicians and stuff.
Oh, you know.
Oh, you know.
That crazy stuff. Yeah.
And there's only a couple parks and trail closures: the Milwaukee Bike Ped Trail, Russell to California Street.
And the Bonner Park swing set area, don't go over there.
The underground work is now complete. Installation of the new LED light pole. So it's the Silver Park area past California Street that kind of links that to the
I
Osprey
was on to
Fields.
Bonner Park.
And then there's Bonner Park swing set area.
I'm done with Milwaukee Bike Ped Trail.
Yeah. But
I've moved
if we
on.
take a look at the map, you can see all that's in red. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There's this trail. Yep, a couple of these. If you recognize the Missoula feeder pattern. You can see all these roads.
Couple over there. Mm-hmm. You see that one?
Hillview Way and all that stuff.
We're
Cool.
back.
Yep, we're back.
Cool. Wait. One thing though is everyone, you need to vote. Even though we did just go lightly on voting, it is a serious thing. You should vote.
Or don't.
Or not.
Well, a lot of times, you shouldn't vote if you don't know what you're voting for.
Well, exactly.
Be informed,
you should be
people.
an educated voter.
Which you have plenty of time to figure out what's going on there. There's been a lot of, they've been going to a lot of these places. They're probably going to be at the city council tonight. And speaking of city council, you can go onto the website again, go to the city. You go under your government, and then you go under City Council Agendas, Webcast Minutes. It'll bring you to this link, and it can show you all the great stuff that happened. And you can watch it live. It streams online. You can see the old video. Tonight, I clicked on the agenda for the City Council tonight, and you can see what's all going on. And then there's a ratified claims totaling $471,000.
Awesome.
Lots of money.
Wow, that sounds raging.
Yep. And there's just a lot of stuff going on, and Josh will have
Josh
all
will be back
about
on Wednesday and Friday, and he'll tell us all about the city council that is happening this week. But MCAT has a ton of new programming going on.
Yes, let's move on to the new program because it's long video. And then after the new programming, we'll talk about events.
Yeah.
And then we'll show some other videos from Dude in 72, and we got a music video as well.
Oh yeah, the Lil Smokies. So check it out. Here's the new programming this week.
And Stampede Pete's gonna sing, ironically, Stampede Pete! Cut her loose, Stampede Pete!
Stampede Pete came riding into town. 2 big 6-shooters were hanging down. He rode a little buckskin steed, for Pete was going to the big stampede.
I started in there in 1957, and I've been in Bob Marshall, by the way, 57 years now, every year. But, Tom Edwards, one of the things he did, here's a green kid from Ohio, from the Buckeye State, and he grabbed me by the ear and he said, you're going to a hearing in Great Falls, Montana. We're going to go before a guy by the name of Senator Metcalf and Mike Mansfield. And he said, I want you to tell him what you think of Wilson.
I've been given this really hard task. I was asked by the folks at SBC to talk about why local food is important, and they gave me 5 minutes. I can barely say hello in 5 minutes. I'm going to do the best I can. So you just answered that question, how is the food? The food is so fantastic. It's really beautiful food. And the sensual excellence of this food and of all local food when it's prepared well cannot be underestimated.
This piece is related to that piece. So I cut all the paper in the paper cutter, and then it's bound on the back, and it's bound on the front with drywall tape, so and Elmer's glue. So it's just newspaper, drywall glue, drywall paper and glue.
Now, most managers, when you talk to them, don't want to come home with a big fat failure to tell their boss, oh, I needed a promotion because I took this great risk and it didn't work. But guess what? I learned something out of it. And that's exactly the paradigm that we're trying to move toward, because the pace of change that we deal with now, the amount of complexity that we have, the amount of uncertainty that we focus on all the time means that we're never going to get it right all the time.
Hi, I'm Jessica. National Voter Registration Day is on September 23rd. The Missoula County Elections Office will be hosting an event at the University of Montana. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., come get registered to vote, look up your voting information, practice voting, and get an I'm registered to vote sticker. Millions of people will vote this year. Will you? Register to vote on National Voter Registration Day.
We're back.
All right, yeah, we've got
Remember
some
to vote.
events. I liked her really enthusiastic cheer at the end.
Yeah.
We're voting. Okay, hello everyone. I've got your events for today and tomorrow. So today for your lunchtime event, this is Yoga for Wellness with Rasa O'Neill. This is at the Learning Center at Red Willow, 825 West Kent Avenue. This is an ongoing class, so you can join anytime. It's from noon to 1. It's $45 for 6 weeks or $10 drop-in. It's just gentle restorative yoga and energizing, yoga poses, as well as guided meditation and breath work. So it's good, a little insert in your day if you don't want to eat food and want to do yoga instead.
Yeah, make sure to bring lots of water because, it can get pretty intense, especially hot yoga.
Super intense. I do Kundalini yoga and it's really intense. It's hard.
I have a friend who does acro yoga. And
oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. Too much. Okay. Montgomery Distillery is having their Moscow Meunier, where the Moscow Meunier.
Hashtag Moscow Meunier. That's like French. It's like, oh, what were you guys gonna do? It's like, oh, I love Meuniers. Anyways.
I'm sorry about that.
That's awesome.
Okay, Moscow Monday, where they redistribute the wealth. So $1 from every drink that they sell goes to a nonprofit around town. And I tried to look up what the nonprofit was, and they don't have it on their website. So just go. There is Top Hat Lounge every Monday from 5 to 7 has Raising the Dead. It's got the live recorded shows of the Grateful Dead from 40 decades, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. So it's 2 hours. So that's a lot of really awesome music from back in the day. Check it out. Yeah. University of Montana is having a new to Medicare workshop. It's at 6 p.m. It's October 20th and 22nd from 6 to 8 p.m. And it's for those approaching age 65 or that are eligible for Medicare. So you find out important enrollment dates, how to save money on prescription drugs, how to protect yourself from late enrollment penalties, and more. And then the second session, which is the 22nd, will provide an interactive computer workshop where you learn how to access your personal account and fill out forms and what websites you need to go to find out more information. So the class cost is $35. Call 728-7682 or go to the Missoula Aging Services to register. United Congregational Church is having a Transition Missoula potluck. Transition Missoula is offering a Harvest Moon potluck party from 6 to 8 today. It's the fireside room of the United Congregational Church, 405 University, and its dishes, drinks, and utensils will be provided. live music, and it's free. This public is invited. So that's cool. That'll be fun. Families in at the Crystal Theater, there's a documentary called Families in Transition, Missoula's Hidden Homelessness. It's 7 p.m. And so it'll be the viewing of a documentary film called My Own Four Walls by Diane Nillen. Okay, so the event is about the film documents experiences of children experience homelessness in the U.S. So it follows a filmmaker around the country as she went and talked to a bunch of people and interviewed them and tried to just, find out what really was going on. So that'll be really cool. That's at the Crystal Theater tonight at 7. At the Top Out Lounge is having a movie night. It's Pete Seeger, The Power of the Song. It's at 8 p.m. and it's all ages and a free show. And the Badlander is having Super Trivia Freakout tonight at 8:30. It's 2 random question rounds, 1 in the news round, a picture round, and a music round. $75 cash for the first prize. Oh my God,
okay.
Excuse me. Yeah. $75 cash for the first
The
prize.
smoke your lung?
Yeah.
Attack like this.
$25 cash for the second prize, free shots for the third prize, and and then there are 24-ounce PBR cans for $7 all night. Oh, you get 5 of them.
Yeah.
That's not bad. You get like a bucket.
It's like they have like a 6-pack and they just take out one and it's like, here you go.
$7. I know, what?
I know.
And those buckets of beers always crack me up.
Oh,
People walking by
yeah.
with buckets. Just like,
Yeah.
Take your buckets
Those
home.
are awesome. Like when I do my trivia night on Wednesday nights.
Where do you go?
I go to Silver Slipper. Yeah.
Ooh, do they have good trivia?
Yeah, they have good trivia. Their top prize is 50, then it goes 30, then 20. Yeah.
Well, that's 75. Oh.
But they don't evenly distribute it to the people in third place, which our team seems to get most of the time.
Yeah. Well, those are all the events for Monday. Up next, I got Tuesday events. So at the Children's Museum of Missoula, tomorrow from 10 a.m. to noon, they're having this thing called Tea Talks, where you as a parent can visit with a parent education director for 30 minutes of me time, and then while your child plays with a qualified caregiver. So I guess it's like I'm sure that they'll talk about, your kid and stuff like that. Yeah. Sounds cool. Service is free with the museum admission or membership.
Yeah.
You could call 541-7529 to sign up.
And it's also cool just to like talk about it. It's like, oh, my kid.
Yeah, and like if
and
you
also
need
like,
it and,
yeah.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I don't know anything about that, and I don't want to think about that. But if
well,
you're a
we
parent,
had summer
that's
camps.
awesome.
Sometimes some of those kids
Yeah.
make you want to just run out here screaming.
Oh my God, yeah. Whew. But they're awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, it's for those of you, those parents out there who, need me time, as in like and also need people to talk to about it, and be like, am I doing something wrong here?
I think that's a great service. Parents definitely need that. Like I grew up with a single mom. So
or not, or you can brag
that.
about your kids.
Or you could, about how great they are. Yeah. Wow, they're like throwing stuff and screaming right next to you.
It's always your first kid that you brag about, and you post pictures on Facebook.
Oh yeah, then
all
the second kid, you're
Yeah.
just like, I'm ready. I know, we're terrible. Okay. On to the next thing. Tissue paper flowers, they're going to be making them at the Children's Museum of Missoula. This will be from 11 to 11:30. And so you can meet them in the art room and they'll show you how to make tissue paper flowers, which is fun because I always loved that when I was in school and younger. I still like it. The Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, as they have every week, they're doing the Shootin' the Bull Toastmasters. Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation is at 5705 Grant Creek Road. And Shootin' the Bull Toastmasters is a place where you can go and hone your public speaking abilities.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure. Like, MCAT's done shoots with the Toastmasters before. It's a great opportunity for people to improve their public speaking skills.
And get feedback and
like most people's fears are public speaking. Totally. It's all about public speaking. It's hard to do that. You're in front of a lot of people who are like staring at you and you have to captivate them.
You do, yeah. That's why live TV is so great.
Because all we see is cameras when we see people.
We just pretend like no one's watching.
And like people, like if people are watching and like they tell us like, hey, we watch your show, it's like, oh, thanks.
Oh, thanks, cool.
And I just like turn and look, is like, they watch me.
Whatever, I love the show.
Yeah, winter squash. What's that all
winter
about?
squash, everyone. Chef's Table. The Good Food Store always has these really great cooking classes, like every week. And so this week they're doing the winter squash. So it's tomorrow, $35 at 6:30. It's going to be put on by the Redbird chef Dominic Martin. And so he's going to prepare a 5-course menu that features pumpkin plus a selection of a bunch of different winter squashes. So that'll be really cool and super fun. So, if you're interested in that, go check it out. Good Food Store, $35 tomorrow at 6:30. And then after that, you could go to Unity Dance and Drums African Dance class with Tar and Reem. They have live musicians. They meet every Tuesday from 7 to 8:30 at the Missoula Senior Center, which is downtown on Higgins Avenue. All levels and ages are welcome. Drop-in dancers are welcome anytime. $10 per class, $35 for 4 classes. If you need any more information about it, call 549-7933. And they'll tell you.
Yeah, it looks like Prose and Poems are back again at the university.
Yes, 7 p.m. And this is put on by the Oval Literary Magazine, the UM Student Involvement Network. You can just go to the UC and listen to people, spout off their poems, or you can write your own poems and say them too. Or prose.
Prose.
Yeah.
Or if you hate the prose, this next event will
or if you hate the
captivate
prose,
you.
you could just go right down the street to the Community Poetry Club at the Zootown Arts Community Center at 8 p.m. It usually happens like once or twice a month, and you can just go and write your own poems, and then you'll share them with other people, and it's like a community poetry event. It is what it says. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but those are the events for today and tomorrow.
Yep.
So you guys get out there. It's supposed to be really nice today too. So if you don't have homework or any work, do things.
Yeah. Right now, I'm going to give a little taste of the Living Room Sessions, which is a MCAT-produced program that will be running on MCAT in the next couple weeks. And it's also on the our YouTube channel, MCAT Music. So MCAT Music, and you can find us. It's a nice little a green M with a microphone in it. It's pretty cool. Last week, Lil Smokies was over at one of our co-workers' houses, Sam, who produced this, and we filmed it. We had a couple microphones set up, and it was a nice acoustic band, but enough talking. Here's the Lil Smokies.
All right, I think we're going. Welcome to the Living Room Sessions. We're the littlest Smokies you've ever seen. And this first song is called Feathers.
Watch the ripples twist as I made my wish, hoping you were wrong. Now I've been rooting on the storm. I've been rooting on the storm. Open my front door and applaud the door. Never feel the rain anymore. Feathers start to weigh you down. Feathers start to weigh you down. Feathers start to weigh you down. Let them go.
And that's it.
Yeah.
There's a little taste
I
of
love the
Lil
Little
Smokies.
They're so good.
And
That
the
was
next time they're
awesome.
playing, for those of you who like their sound, they're going to be playing at the Top Hat Halloween night.
Yeah.
Halloween night's going to get busy, crazy, all sorts of
Oh
stuff.
my gosh, it's a Friday night.
Are they still doing that rave, the Disco Bloodbath?
No, it got canceled.
Yeah.
You didn't hear about that?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
it got canceled last year, but I wasn't too sure. But
No, it didn't get canceled last year.
oh, I mean, like a
canceled.
couple months after, it was like they're not going to do it again.
Well,
That's
it was
something-
because of the venue. Like, the venue was like in the middle of the city, like on 3rd Street, and there's, they're
No, they put it.
houses.
No, they put
But
it
that
over
was
by the
last
Y.
year.
Yeah.
They're doing it this year. They tried to do it this year at that warehouse, like on 3rd Street, that's kind of vacant. But they wouldn't let them do it because of permits.
And
like,
plus,
the
there's
city.
so much like drama going on there.
Yeah,
with
and they
what's going
also just
on.
like straight up wouldn't give them a permit to do it anywhere else.
Yeah. But there's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff. Always look for something.
Yeah, always.
Halloween night's always crazy in
And
any
it's a Friday
town.
night. It'll be everywhere.
Yeah. If you want to go to Vegas, you can go to Vegas.
Yeah.
We have the cheap flights there. But anyways, I want to talk about Doing 72. We have a little taste of some videos of Doing 72. I just looked over here at our time. So Doing 72 is our contest, and we're premiering all these videos this Saturday,
Yeah,
October
Roxy.
25th
Roxy Theater.
at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm going to show 3 videos each day this week, just kind of give you a taste of what's all the competitors, and yeah. And then next week I'll show you who won, and who got second, and who got third. So here you go. Here's a little taste of Do It in 72. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce.
Oh, hi, Mr. Baxter. I got one pile of kitty food with extra awesome sauce coming right up. Me, 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 me. Is it yummy, Mr. Baxter? Me, 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 me. Mmm. Does it taste good, Mr. Baxter? Who is it?
Who is it? Hey!
Hi. You okay?
Yeah. I'm just bleaching my teeth right now. It's kind of a process, so it might take the afternoon. Do you want to come back maybe like 7 o'clock and watch Cats the Musical with me?
Sure, I guess that.
You're over 40 now. Let's face it, you're not as awesome as you used to be, are you? Your clothes are a bit out of style. Your hair is thinning. And you probably could have skipped that 5th donut. It's okay, you're not alone. In fact, hundreds of people who have tried my product used to feel as miserable as you are. Let's change that. Here, try some of this. It's awesome sauce. It will help you get your awesome back. Go ahead, try some now. Just put a little bit on that donut right there. Careful, not a lot. It's pretty powerful stuff. Yeah, I know it tastes bad, but that's how you know it's good for you. It's like broccoli, but different.
Yeah, so that pretty much does it. Like, is there anything else, you guys?
No, I feel like that's our show.
Yeah?
It's Monday morning. I gotta run off to school.
Yeah, we can wrap up early, and then we can repeat this in the next hour or so. For Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ram.
And I'm Noelle McAvoy. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you Wednesday.